We are live. Finally, sorry it took so long.
I think
And
we're frozen.
we've frozen.
We're frozen on the screen. I'm looking at you as if to say,
there we
"Whoa."
are. Oh, we keep freezing. I hope this
Yeah,
doesn't.
I like these
doesn't continue. So basically, hi
Charlie, hello.
How are you?
Thank you for joining us, Charlie. How are you? What have you been up to?
So basically, I've been trying to start the laptop. So there was so the laptop needed to do updates for some reason.
Yeah, you were saying.
And that was fine. I started it at 5 o'clock. So the updates were being started at 5 o'clock. Come to about 20 to 6, the update still hadn't uploaded and everything. And I was just like, oh my goodness.
762 followers. Nice one.
Wow.
You're really going up there, actually.
I'm telling you.
Really,
yeah,
really good.
that's really good.
Charlie, are you still doing your lives? Oh, there's a new McDonald's in Low in Lincolnshire in England. Have you been to the new one? That must be one of the newest ones in England then as well, if it's that brand new. Have you been? Did you enjoy it? And are you still doing your lives? We haven't seen you on doing your lives yet, so I wondered if you're still doing your live things. I hope you are. We did watch your first live, your first ever live. So yeah, do let us know if you're keeping up with that. That sounds good though. I hope everything's well. Yeah, so like as Kelly says, we've got our Mark and Kelly's tips and things mug. We should have to give some of these away.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll definitely have to do a little giveaway. There we are. Anyway, but we just thought we'd say hello to everybody. I hope everybody's having a good week. Apologies for us being so late, as Kelly said. We have all kinds of problems with this computer right here, but we are getting there with it.
Yeah, we'll have to get a new one at some point, but I'm just waiting for this to fall on its last legs.
Yeah,
before we go and get a new one.
Now, if you notice here, these are almost like very velvet. They're like velvet to the touch. You've gone for your posh ears. It's not open, the one at the McDonald's in Low.
Right, okay.
Aoife, how are you?
Hey, Aoife.
How are things?
I hope you're well.
Yeah, we hope you're okay. We haven't seen you for a while. Thank you for all your comments, by the way, on our videos. I've noticed you've been doing some comments on there, so it's good to...
Sorry, go on. No, carry on talking. I just want to lift up this pillow a little bit.
I'm sorry. Is that uncomfortable for madam? I'm getting yourself a little comfortable. But I hope you're okay. Hope you're well. And really good to see you back on. And again, like I said, thank you for your comments. Especially because we've been putting up. Well, you've been doing mainly actually because I've been working like a trooper. But so Kelly has put on quite a few of our new vids on there. So you finally get to see the Bruges and Ghent ones, which we've been meaning to put up for a long time. We did do a review of the air fryer. We've used it loads of times since, and every time we use it, I said, "Kel, record it." So we must keep doing that as well. We will show you, but it is fantastic. The air fryer, it's really, really good. So we will recommend that. Our first one will be just obviously our very first time using it.
Yeah, very first time using it. Yeah.
But we will do some more videos on it because it is such a good tool.
Siobhan bought a piece of pork. Now, so I was looking at the book.
We love you too, Aoife. She said, "Love you."
Bless you. Love you too.
Told you it's worth it. It's Alicia. How are you? Just to let everybody know, Charlie has got his new channel, which is Charlie Dolby Adventures 3, coming up, and that's going to be on the 17th of November. He's launching that.
Okay. So back to the air fryer. So Siobhan bought a piece of pork.
Yeah, it's frozen.
I know, it's frozen.
Oh, and it doesn't look like that's a nice look for you.
Oh, here we go. So Siobhan bought a piece of pork. So I had a look at the book, and it said for 800 grams an hour. Now the one that I had was a kilo. So I put it on for the hour anyway, but like after about 20 minutes, when I pulled it out,
I've got to say, after 20 minutes, that looks done. I thought that can't be done.
And I just thought, well, I can't give anybody raw pork or anything like that. So I put it back in. I turned it over, but it gave a lovely bit of crackling. I've got to say, I did take a picture of it.
Charlie said he doesn't know. So I thought you said it was the 17th, Charlie. Okay. So it will be in November though, won't it? You are going to do your new channel in November. Now Aoife also said that she is buying a Dolce Gusto, which is the coffee maker, for
Right,
anybody who
yeah.
doesn't know, and also the air fryer over Christmas. So we did buy a Ninja 2-drawer one. So Kelly's going to show you a picture. She did take a picture of the pork and a pork joint, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a pork joint. So
and potatoes.
here you go. I'm just trying to.
You got to block your face.
Hoping that it will.
We'll keep going as well, but you can kind of get the idea.
Yeah.
It will focus.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
There you go. Look at that.
It came out amazing. Amazing. Now, for me, I felt it was just a little bit dry. But I actually had the ends, and I know the ends can be a little bit dry. But Siobhan and Ben said it was really, really nice. It wasn't dry at all. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to do it again so that I can sort of tell whether it was dry or not. But I felt an hour was a long time for that piece of pork.
Aoife said, I'm hoping to be over with you for my 45th. That's January the 12th.
Oh wow, okay.
Oh great, fantastic. So you'll be coming here for the new year. Coming over to old England. And that'll be your 45th birthday. So we'll be able to say happy birthday to you on your 45th.
For sure.
So you're getting a Dolce Gusto as well. So you decided to get yourself a coffee maker. Now we did get, as you know, we got the Tassimo and then the espresso.
Yeah.
But the Dolce Gusto. So it'd be interesting to get your take on it. I was tempted to get one, but I've been told off.
Has it not been in any of the hotels that we stayed at?
No, we've always had in our hotels. There always tend to be Nespresso machines.
I'm sure that one was a Keurig though.
No, I tell you what tends to happen in a hotel when we go is one of the things you either get there's either two extremes. You either get a nice posh coffee maker or just a mug with some instant coffee in little sachets. That's what you get. It's one of the two extremes. Nothing in the middle. So we did not have a Dolce Gusto in any of the hotels, but it'd be interesting actually to see what that is like. Like I say, and yes, Alicia, you are right. You are right. It is an amazing tool, the air fryer.
It's good just to like dash something in there, and sort of like to put the pork in. You know, I just put the pork joint in. And it came out really nice, except for the ends. I felt like it was a little bit overcooked, maybe. So it's just about trial and error and sort of like adjusting. So it said to do it at 180 degrees, of which I did. Right, because the standard on there is like, so whenever you turn it on, the standard is always 200. That's on there, and you just adjust it higher or lower, whatever you want to do. So I put it down to 180, but I think that I would maybe put it down to 170. I would either put it down to 180 or 170 and then adjust the time. I think that's what I would do. But again, it's like just testing these things out.
Well, this is it, and also, like I said, it's brand new for us as well. As you saw, we did do we just showed you it in the box. So we did an unboxing on the video, and we did cook a couple of things. That was it, just to show how it works. We should have done other bits and bobs on top, in addition to the video, but we will do a bit more going forward. Aoife said, she wants to spend her 45th birthday with us too in person. Now, are you sure you can keep up with Party Girl?
Well, I don't know about Party Girl. I'm not the Party Girl. I gotta say, my bestie's the Party Girl.
I'm joking. I know. I just can see. I can't imagine us in a club.
Yeah, that wouldn't be it.
But wow, over in England in January.
Have you booked your dates and everything already? Is the question.
I think she has the same day for her birthday every year. But yes, anywhere. I thought that was quite good. And I wrote
tumbleweed.
And I wrote that myself. Look at that. That's all intimate. Look at straight there. That's how you ad lib, just from the bit there. Aoife said, I am going to look at tickets tomorrow. Okay, so we will know. So you'll be able to let us know when you come over.
Yeah.
Fantastic. But what have we been doing this week? Mine's been really boring, but anyway, I'll let you.
Yeah, I've been doing the air fryer, popped to B&M, and I bought those things because we tried them on the live, didn't we?
Yeah.
On the last live, we tried the mint dime, which you didn't like, and all that. We hadn't tried the air fryer by that point, because we did corn on a cob in the air fryer.
Oh, now if anybody does get an air fryer, Aoife, when you do get your air fryer, do try corn on the cob. It is absolutely amazing. It actually tastes. Now, when we were during the summer, Kelly and I like to do corn on the cob on the barbecue, and it gives it that really nice smoky charred taste. Well, actual fact, in the air fryer, though you don't get the smoky taste, you do get the charred taste. It's so good in the air fryer. I was actually shocked how good it was. So if anybody's got an air fryer, do recommend corn on the cob, putting it in there. Wash it, and then what did you do? Did you coat it in oil?
I did. I brushed it in oil, and I salt and peppered it. Depends if you want to put a little bit of chili. I would advise to put a bit of chili on it myself, but I didn't do it because Siobhan doesn't really eat a lot of spice.
Yeah.
So I didn't do it at that point. But I would put garlic on it, or I'd brush it with a nice melted garlic butter. Brush that on there, and a bit of salt, bit of pepper, bit of chili. Boom. Good to go.
Aoife said, I haven't had a barbecue, so hint, hint to you two lovebirds. You want a barbecue in January? My word, you're brave. I think we did try, funny enough, actually, we did try a barbecue one November. Do you remember?
Was it for
bonfire night?
It was for bonfire, yeah.
And it just didn't work. Now, the reason it didn't work is because we were using a coal one. So that November happened to be bitterly cold. This is many years ago. This is pre-pandemic.
It was raining a bit as well.
Yeah, it was raining a bit.
Yeah.
You burnt the corn. And then, so what was happening was, it was the coals were hot when we were doing the cooking, but because it was so bitterly cold outside, it really did cool down the coals. Keegan, hello.
Hey, Keegan.
Oh, I'm glad you're good. We're well too. What have you been up to? Did you go with your brother to check out the new McDonald's?
That it hasn't opened yet, though.
Oh no! But he said it hasn't opened, but they could have checked it out
right,
just to have a look outside. But yeah, I think it's in Lao. He was saying that the new McDonald's. But yeah, so with the barbecue as well, the problem is when it is bitterly cold, or the gas one might work. I don't know, but
we could definitely test it out. I mean, it's very mild at the moment, isn't it? It's so mild.
So that's an idea. So Aoife said, why don't you brush some cumin and some coconut oil on the corn on the cob? The cumin would be actually quite nice. Actually, give it almost like a spicy curry type flavor.
Possibly. I'm not convinced with cumin, only because we use it traditionally in Mauritius, and it would be more in curries and in. So for me, it wouldn't be spiced like that. And I'll tell you for why, because years ago, Domino's used to put cumin on their pizzas, and it was just.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy it.
Does anybody else remember that when who was it? Pizza Hut?
Not Pizza Hut. Domino's. Yeah.
Does anybody remember when Domino's used to put cumin on pizzas? I never remember that. Mind you, I never used to have that many Domino's. I'd always used to go for Pizza Hut.
Yeah, I stayed away from Domino for years because they were putting cumin on their pizza. I feel like cumin is a certain spice that only goes on certain things, and I'm not sure corn on a cob is one of them. Yeah. But
could be as well, add the little spice as well. Now, you could put on there paprika, or as Kelly likes to call it, cayenne pepper. Do you want to tell that little story?
You tell the story.
Oh, it's really funny. So Kelly, when she was cooking steaks for my brother and his girlfriend, she put on there what she thought was paprika, and then put loads of it on there, and then looked in the jar and it said cayenne pepper. So when Siobhan, Ben's girlfriend, ate it, she went,
but it wasn't that spicy. It really, really wasn't spicy.
So Aoife said, try a barbecue, or try barbecue foods in your Ninja. Yeah, we could do, actually. We kind of have done that.
I did that with the belly pork. So I barbecued up the belly pork when I did that the other day. So when we first used the Ninja, when we first ever used the Ninja, what we did, I put some belly pork, and I did all my spices and everything, and then I drizzled barbecue. So when I upload the video, you'll see all of that. So I drizzled barbecue on it and I put that in the oven. Then I did the exact same, but I put it in the air fryer. So I sort of like so I let it marinate in the fridge with the. So I did a dry rub. So I let it marinate in the fridge for a few hours, and then I put half in the oven, and I just do it with barbecue sauce, and then I put the other bit in the air fryer, and I did with barbecue sauce. But yeah, I liked the charredness of the belly pork in the air fryer. It made the outside a little bit dry.
Yeah, you said
because that was the charred bit, but just the same as what you would get it on a barbecue.
Well, Keegan has said he announces his Christmas plan to do Christmas baking.
Oh, really?
So, Keegan, are you going to do this? Are you going to video your Christmas baking?
That'd be so good.
That's great. And what are you planning to bake? And if you are going to video, are you going to have it on Charlie's channel, or are you going to get one of your own?
I think Keegan's got his own.
I thought you had. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought you had as well. So, you're going to do Christmas baking, and what are you going to bake? Aoife asks or says, Kel's cake responsibility. She says, my favorite cake are carrot cake or biscuit cake. Is that a little hint for someone to bake a carrot cake? What's a biscuit cake?
Never heard of a biscuit.
Is that is that the one where you actually do just layer it up with biscuits? And I think what you do is you soak the biscuits.
Oh yeah.
You know,
yeah, I vaguely remember seeing.
I have seen it. I've never ever tried a biscuit cake. Yep.
Yeah.
I've never.
I don't know what you think my culinary skills are, but they're not to that level.
I have seen,
just to let you know.
So you stack the biscuits in a certain way, and I think I might be wrong, but you soak them, and the idea is as they set, you can sort of cut through them because they become soft. I might be wrong. I have to Google it.
Yeah, I think I know the biscuit cake because it is sort of like you build it up, but I don't think you soak it in anything. But yeah, interesting.
Carrot cake and biscuit cake. And is that right, Aoife, with the biscuit cake? Do you soak the biscuits in something, or do you just stack them up and then they form the cake? I'm assuming you would, because otherwise it's just, like I say, a pile of biscuits.
Yeah, but hence the biscuit cake.
But what's the cake element of it?
There is no. It's like when they do sort of like donut frushi. Right? There's no donut in the frushi. It's just in the shape of a donut. But it must be.
If I just stacked all these up...
It's just in the shape of a cake.
In the shape of a cake. That wouldn't be a cupcake, would it? Cupcake. Aoife said, your buns looked amazing. Well, thank you. So, you mean Kelly's gone? You say.
My cupcakes she's talking about. The cupcakes that I baked for my mum's event. Yeah. So I baked like 70 cupcakes. She wanted 100. I was like, Mums, I'm not a professional baker. But it took me 2 days, but I did 70 cupcakes.
You never know. It might not be your cakes. But yes, your cakes are amazing. Your buns are amazing. Although they were cakes with buns, I suppose. But no idea. Let's Google recipe method on YouTube. But I'm assuming you've tried it, though, to know you like it.
Yeah, I'm assuming you've had one.
I was going to say, because I've seen them. I have seen them. And anybody else who's had a biscuit cake, does anybody know what they're like? I have seen them, but I've no idea what they taste like. I've never had one myself.
I'm sure it's biscuits, and you coat it in icing or something like that, or you could just use it. Just have a plain biscuit tower. But it's not soaked in anything as far as I'm aware.
It sounds like it's a croque bouche, but with biscuits rather than choux pastry.
Well, a croque bouche is normally built up rather than stacked up.
Did you like that cupcake gag? Right, I'm going to change this. I think. Sorry, buns in Ireland, aka queen cakes in the UK. Oh, is that what you call? Like cakes. I didn't realise you call cakes, queen cakes in Ireland, buns. Buns in Ireland are actually cakes, queen cakes.
I don't know what queen cakes are.
I think correct me if I'm wrong, I think she's meaning muffins, like
cupcakes.
Yeah, like cupcakes.
Cupcakes, yeah.
Hence my cupcake gag. Right, now, talking of food, I was going to say changing the subject, but we are on the subject of food. So, Madame has got two little things here from M&S. Now, as we know, Christmas is coming up really rapidly. So far, we've got two things to show you today, and we are going to try them live on air. So we wanted to try number one. So this is the Yum Yum, the Christmas Yum Yum from Marks and Spencer's. Now, it is on its side there. But as you can see, that is in the shape of a Christmas tree. Now, in this, it does have buttered enriched yum nut topped with vanilla fondant and filled with raspberry jam. So you can see the vanilla fondant on the top there, but with the raspberry jam. And I love the smell of the yum nums. You smell those as well. Absolutely delicious. The other thing we've got, and I'm not going to lie, I've already eaten one, I'm afraid. But we're also going to try, this is one of my favorites. I absolutely adore gingerbread. So this is a gingerbread biscuit decorated with fondant icing. So you've got the little Santa's jacket there with his little belt and the little ruffle.
Now, I did buy two of these. So I bought two Yum Yums and two biscuits. And we were all meant to have, like, me, Siobhan, Ben and all that. And I said, well, because they were going away, I was like, I'll take one of each and have it for the weekend, but they forgot. So now we've got two Yum Yums and, well, we had two gingerbread men, but you've eaten one. So we've got one gingerbread
man and two donuts, because I ate one of them and I'm not going to lie. So we have got the two. So we will try that in a little bit. Oh, Eva's asked you something in French. You're going to have to put your glasses on wherever they are. Sorry, because Kelly hasn't got her glasses on. She can't read it. She'll be able to read it in a little bit.
Okay. Kelly, tu es comme une... I'm like a sister to her.
Oh,
thank you.
So, shall we go ahead?
Do you know what, Eve? I wonder, are you going to converse with me in French then when we meet up? So we're going to have like a conversation.
Could you test your French?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys. So, let us try now. The smell is unbelievable.
I'll grab it because I know what you're like.
Well, I'm just going to show everybody.
I will show them.
Okay. Doesn't trust.
No.
No trust at all.
Trust issues.
Yes. So just give them an idea of the size. Kelly, we a bit lower. Now you can see the fondant on that as well. It's actually quite thick if you turn it to the side. But also as well here, these are actually, you can see the layers. So it's more like it's almost like a baked donut, I think, than a fried one.
Yeah.
But anyway, give it a bite.
There we go.
We were going to split it in two, but it looks like we're just going to go for the bite. So for those of you who are joining us now, hey, King Europe, how are you? Really good to see you. Kelly's just munching away, so she can't say hello, but I'm sure she does.
Hello.
Good to see you as well. Really good to see you again. So we just thought we'd do. So this is the M&S with a big bite taken out of it. The M&S Yum Nut with vanilla fondant and the raspberry filling. What do you think?
I really, really like it.
King Europe, that was amazing. No, I'm really glad to see you back. It's really good. I know it's been a while, but don't worry about it. It's always good to see you.
Always good to see you.
That, guys, is amazing. If anyone's going to M&S, I really recommend that. Now, if you can take a look at that, there's, as it zooms in, oh, it did this time. You look at that, it's almost like little layers of puff pastry. You've got the jam in the middle there, but that fondant, that is so good. That's one of the nicest donuts, actually. And it's not flowery. It's not puffy like a dough. It's very much like a baked thing.
I don't find it super sweet. You know, like some donuts can be like really, really sweet. It's not super sweet.
Honestly, that is superb. And the icing as well. There's only a very thin coating of icing on that, but oh my word, that is so, so good. Van, how are you?
Hey, Bavan.
So, Bavan said, hello, my lovely angels. Happy Friday. Oh, wow. Could I have some? That looks amazing. Tomorrow, I'm off with my brother to Tattoo Chinese Rooftop in London.
Oh, wow.
And then off to one in Greenwich. Oh, golf in Greenwich. Oh, golf one. Is the golf one in Greenwich? Is that the one by the O2? Or am I thinking of something else?
Which rooftop are you going to? It's not the one in Kensington, is it?
Tattoo Chinese rooftop in London, and then off the golf one in Greenwich. Oh, fantastic! Oh, really good to see you. I hope you're really, really well.
I hope you have an amazing time on the rooftop and with the golfing. It's going to be so nice to be on the rooftop. And you know what? You've picked a good weekend to do it because it's double figures this weekend, weather-wise.
Yeah. So, guys, this is going to be apparently one of the hottest. No, well, I say hot. Warmest is a better word. November on record. It's going to go up to 19 degrees, which is totally unheard of for November. Normally, it should be bitterly cold.
Yeah.
So, if you get the chance, do go out and enjoy. And Eva, why are you only having mashed potato in hot water with butter and some beans? Things are sometimes weird with donuts aroma that makes me nauseous.
Right,
this is so nice. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have another bite.
Yeah, no, have that one because there's another one in the kitchen. What you call it? Remember when we met up one time? This while we were dating, and it was 21 degrees that Saturday.
That was in October.
Yeah, no, that was in November.
No, it was in October.
It was the weekend before. Yeah, I do remember because it was the weekend before my birthday, and I was hoping that the following weekend was going to be hot, but it wasn't.
Oh,
so that's how I know.
Good job we know on the same page. No, October, November, not October. I thought it was in October.
November, my dear.
Okay.
20. Yeah, it was 21. I was about to say 21, but it was 21 degrees.
So, Tattoo Chinese rooftop in London. That sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
If anybody is interested in doing Chinese, we do recommend the Ivy Asia, which is the one in St. Paul's. If you get a chance, Google Ivy Asia and look at the restaurant. The restaurant is amazing. It's the sort of place that if you were to go on a treat someone for their birthday or a date, if you're going for a date, that is the sort of place would impress.
There is another place that I would suggest that Mark hasn't been to, which is Hutong in the Shard. Now, if you go for a set menu, so you're talking, when I went, it was £55. It might be roughly around 60 or 65. Pricey, I know. But if you, rather than going a la carte and it's been like astronomically expensive, although, you know, £55. But if you want an experience, and that's the sort of funds that you can afford, like anywhere between sort of like 55 and 65, I think it is, per person. The menu is really, the set menu is really good if you like Asian food, that is. And you see some absolutely amazing views.
Right, sorry, I've eaten all of that, but that was amazing. Thank you.
Yes, but stop spilling
No,
the sugar everywhere.
Hoover it up, like I always do. Pavan said, yes, Tattoo is a great Chinese place, especially with beautiful interiors. Oh, it's in Leicester Square and it's really new. Can't wait to try it. Their skeleton drinks. Thank you. What's a skeleton drink? Well, I have to have a look at that.
Drinks,
so, actual fact, that might be somewhere for us to try. I hope you don't mind, Pavan, but we will try that as well. We'll have to try that, get a booking in, and do a little video
and have a look. Yeah, for sure.
Eva said, kind out of food. You're out of food to the next day next week. So powdered squid, right, Spuds is where it's at. I'm sorry that you're doing on those, but like I say, hopefully next week you can treat yourself to something special.
Exactly.
Pavan said the Ivy Asia is just magical. I went on my birthday on Valentine's. Oh, is your birthday on Valentine's Day?
Ooh,
like somebody else we know.
Like someone else we know.
Alicia, exactly. If you're watching, we know. Pavan said, oh wow, I didn't know about double figures.
Double figures. Oh, for Houton, yeah. So like I said, if you go to Houton for a set menu, it's not reasonable, but it's more reasonable than their a la carte menu, which will be 3 figures sometimes. Yeah, 3 figures, especially if you're adding drinks and things on top of that. They're crazy prices there, but you can go for a set menu, and yeah, it'll be good. Houton. My mum also went to the Shard, to the Aqua Shard. So they've got several.
Oh no! So Pavan went double figures in the weather.
Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry, yeah.
Eva's asked us to research the biscuit cake. We will have a look at that.
I'll have a look at that. I can tell you now, I probably won't attempt that, but I'll definitely take a look. I'm not that great do you know what I mean, baker or anything.
Well, you are good. Although biscuit cake is a bit.
Yeah, I'm like, Yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah, especially for someone's birthday, I wouldn't attempt something I didn't know.
Yeah, so I was going to say as well, it's yeah, so Pavan, you are, it's supposed to be really warm this
17. What was it you were saying? 17,
it's,
19? I thought it
well,
was
they did say
17.
it's going up to 19 towards the end of the month as
Oh,
well. So
right.
they
Oh, I
say it's one of the hot, it's going to
see.
be one of the warmest Novembers on record.
Yeah, it might be
Um,
one of the warmest Novembers, but I do remember the week before, when we were dating, it was 21. But the whole of the November was cold. It was only that day that it was 21 degrees, just that day, which was unusual,
Oh,
obviously.
her first preference is carrot cake anyway.
Right.
What was I going to say? I'll definitely have a look at your pastries, guys, in one day. They always look divine.
Yeah, if you're in Leicester Square, you're right, not too far from Soho. You're not too, like, Leicester Square is quite central, and you're not too far from Covent Garden. I cannot highly recommend Chestnut Bakery and Arome. They are two great bakeries, and yeah, if you like pastries and all of that, and Au Cracola, if you can get any of their cream, sort of like their
Oh
creamy
yeah,
type
yeah, yeah,
cakes,
yeah.
you're not going to be disappointed. Whatever cake you choose, you're not going to be disappointed.
So please do check out some of our videos. We've done all of these several times actually, because
Yeah.
we really do like those bakeries. So we've done multiple videos on those as well. We've even tried them on the live as well. We did one
Yeah.
live where we bought a whole load of stuff. This was in the summer, and we did it all out in the garden. We ate them
Yeah.
all. They were fantastic. Another one to look out for is Gail's Bakery.
Yeah, Gales is good, but I don't know if I rate Gales for the pastries per se, but their savory stuff in Gales are really good, and it's packed. So if you're ever on a lunch or you fancy someone, definitely Gales. But I will go back and try some of their other pastries, because maybe the day that I went in, it might not have been their day with regards. They were okay, but compared to what we were having, the other from the for the pastries from the other shops, it wasn't going to be a Rome and Chestnut Bakery. But the pastries from Gals is very good. But I think I rate the savouries more than I rate the sweets from Gales.
Pavan, I will definitely. I'll have to try them definitely. Have you guys been to Wafflemeister? It's on Oxford Street.
No, I have seen a couple of TikToks.
We must try that as well.
But there are a couple of other places that are similar that I think I want to try more than Wafflemeister. But yeah, I make a list. Everything I see that I think, do you know what? I want to try that. I want to try this. I want to try that. I make a list, and then whenever Mark is off and we're in London or whatever, then we can go and try all of these places. So yeah.
What was I going to say? So, Eva's got a couple of things she's going to have. She goes, love chicken with mayo sandwiches, no butter, just mayo and a pinch of salt. Boiled egg, mashed potato with mayo, sweet corn on white bread rolls. You like that? Do you like tuna?
Oh, what, corn on white? What, the whole thing in a sandwich?
Yeah, boiled eggs mashed with mayonnaise, so it's like a egg mayo, and sweet corn. So like a tuna egg mayo.
Right. Oh, I see.
And then you would just spray that on.
Chicken egg mayo. I thought.
Oh, yeah,
thought
tuna sweet corn. I thought you would like the tuna
Mash.
sweet corn mayo.
And I was just like, huh?
Oh, see, I love tuna melt. There's something about tuna melt I really like. The other thing I was going to say, just very quickly. So our other recommendation, and this is thanks to Tanika, was these little beauties we've now been tempted to use. So these are the Nutella biscuits. They are really good. If you like Nutella, you will love these. These are really nice. This is our recommendation, definitely, of the week. Nutella biscuits. They come in a little pack.
In fact, I'll do it.
Oh, you'll do it.
Look how it was when you just took the yum out. You just ate it.
I know, but I can't guarantee I won't eat these.
Well, I'll give you one.
No. Go and you do the thing. That's the thing. So that's what they look like. But you see that little ring of Nutella there. That's actually just overflowing the side. That's the actual gooey center, as you're going to see. Kelly's going to take a little bite. Well, that's pretty crumbly.
Trying to take a little bite.
Look at that, and all that Nutella. You can see it seeping up the sides there, and that's where the ring of Nutella is. They are really good. If you like Nutella, the biscuit as well, overpowering, so it allows the Nutella taste to come through. That is definitely our little recommendation of the week. Nutella biscuits. Never seen them before. Thank you, Tanisha, for recommending them to us. Sweet corn mixed with egg and mayo. Try Kinder. Oh, so Aoife said try. Is it Kinder Pingui bars? I've never had those Kinder Pingui bars. We have had the
one that looks like baguette but mini.
Yeah, the little Kinder Bueno bars. Now, if you go to Donut Time, which there is one in near Oxford Street, Leicester Square, they do one called Bueno Mars, which is the Kinder Bueno on a donut, but that's really good. That's a really good one.
Yeah, not that one. I'm talking about the one that's in a biscuit but looks like a baguette. The small one. We've had that.
Oh yeah, we had that too. And again, the other thing that we've just got from M&S is the gingerbread thing, which is one of my favourites. So somebody might open it for me so I can just try.
After you can have it.
No, it's all right. I was only just saying that. No, thank you, Pavan. So for that, we will give that a go. I think that's and Waffle Meister as well. Have you been? Do you recommend it?
Yeah. I've seen it, but there are a couple of other waffle places that I want to try. And I'll take a look at Tattoo before I think, oh, do you know what? This is what I want to go try as well. Because sometimes I can be a little bit fussy.
Try, is it Tato crisps? Aoife said, cheese and onion in a sandwich. Oh, we were talking about this in the last live, actually. I said, what is, if anyone has a crisp sandwich, what would they have? And Touche McBoosh said, definitely have quaver sandwich. You've not lived until you've had a, which I've never had. But I do like cheese and onion or salt and vinegar crisp sandwiches. They are delicious. That crunch when you,
I have cheese and onion sandwiches with cheese. Not so much with onion, because I love onion, but I'm not sure. Maybe I would like it on a cheese sandwich, maybe. But I think if I was to have cheese and onion sandwiches, the cheese has to be melted in order for me to have the onions with it. I don't know if I would like it with just non-melted cheese and onion. Okay. Yeah, it has to be melted, I think.
So one of the other things we do want to do, we were mentioning about, so we've got the air fryer now, as you guys know. We've done one video, but we'll do more.
Yeah.
But I do really want to try out. Apparently, it's really good at doing toasted cheese sandwiches. So I do want to try that. So the idea is you butter your bread, but you butter both sides like you would. You know those little those toasting machines you used to have. So ones we used to put them down, you have to butter both sides so they don't stick. You would do exactly the same in the air fryer. I do want to try that. It does look really, really good.
But we're supposed to wait it. Like there is a little, like a rack that you have in the oven. Well, there's a rack that you also have for the air fryer. I went to check it out on the Ninja website. Sold out everywhere.
Yeah.
But you have to use that to weight it down, so we can't do cheese sandwiches just yet. Otherwise, it lifts up.
Oh.
Apparently, so you're supposed to weight it down with that rack.
Okay.
Yeah, with the rack. So I have been looking. They do sell some on Amazon, but they're not Ninja ones. So I'll have a look to see which ones are recommended.
Aoife said, I'm intending also to purchase a waffle maker and a popcorn maker.
Wow.
And a pancake maker and a sandwich toaster. My God, you're going to be Gadget City.
I'm telling you.
Do you know that we have a waffle maker? We don't have a popcorn maker. We don't have a pancake maker, but I have to try those ones as well. Oh, a little hack. So King Europe said, if you put mayo on both sides of browns, is better. Little hack.
Oh.
I've not tried that. When you say brown, you mean brown bread? You put mayo on both sides?
Yeah, I suppose just spread mayo on both sides. Yeah.
What? And would you have butter with that as well, or was that instead of butter? Aoife said, "I have a rice cooker, but going to buy a new one as the cord is not great, and a new try cook in the wings for Christmas." I used to have a rice cooker, but I stopped using them after a while as well because I don't eat that much rice.
I cook rice from not, I cook it normally.
Oh no, he means browns. Is in browns the bread is better.
Oh, I see. Oh, it browns the bread better.
Right,
okay,
I've got
okay,
these. Like browns the bread better. Right, I'm with you. I haven't tried that actually. Should you when you grill it as well?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at it once I get the thing.
Correct word is toast. Yeah, I thought that's what you meant. I thought brown bread. Oh, browns the bread. Got it. Brain fart.
There was something else I was going to say. What were you saying? So, I want to get a crock pot. So basically, what I'd like to get like a slow cooker. I saw a recipe the other day where he sort of was browning off the beef joint. It was a long beef joint, browning it off, and then put it in the slow cooker for however long, and it just fell apart. The beef just fell apart. It looks so good, like you would put that in a nice sandwich or whatever. Obviously, he put it with gravy, put it with potatoes and onions and all that, so it's almost kind of like a stew, I guess. But what I would do is I would add the gravy, maybe some onions, but I would then soak it off and then maybe put it in a roll. Oh, that'd be so, so good.
So when you do your King Europe, when you do your bread as well, and you're braining it off as well, toasting it there as well, you'll use that as well, and that helps it toast better. Is that right?
Yeah, it gives it a real, as well, in the air fryer. You get a real crunch on the toast. Like I've seen so many people doing it. The other thing that I want you to try, what was the other thing I want you to try?
No, I was going to say you're going to deep fry your sandwiches doing it that way. We do have, do you know what? We bought so many gadgets over the years, right? About 2/3 of them we never use anymore. The coffee machines we do use, but we bought a deep fat fryer, so the Tefal ones. We used it quite a few times, and we've just stopped using it.
Yeah, we used it for like for a lot. It's only even in 2020, 2021, I think I was still using it.
Yeah.
But I haven't used it for ages, so we're going to put that upstairs. But I have a Tefal cook for me, which we boxed up upstairs. But I'd like to bring it down and cook with, sort of like do things with that, and so use that across between that and the air fryer and a slow cooker.
So King Europe is saying, yeah, instead of butter on the outside, I assume because mayo is more fatty, it conducts the heat better. We'll have to try that.
Yeah.
No, thank you for the tip. So there you go.
For sure.
Tip, put the mayo on the outside.
I love mayo.
And then, and that's one of my favorite. Kelly has mayo with everything. There's normally a mayo jar always hanging around here somewhere where she has it so regularly. Yeah. So yeah, that would be quite good actually to do.
I love it.
But so has anybody done the same thing? Has anybody bought loads of gadgets which they no longer use? We have got so many. So we went through pretty much everything. We bought a toasted sandwich maker, which is also
it's a panini maker.
Panini maker, sorry. So I had that, was using it for a little bit, and then I haven't used it for about 6 years. Then we had 3 coffee makers at one point. Yeah, you heard me right, 3. I had 2 Tassimos, one that did the little small cups. I had that first.
No, that's Virtuo, not the Nespresso, not.
Oh, Tassimo. Sorry, I was talking about so we had the Tassimo first.
Yeah, that was one.
Then we went and got the I got an Nespresso one, which is the little cups. Then we just happened, I was going in to get coffee for it, and they said, oh, we've got this new one now that does larger cups. And I said, well, I tend to have like 3 or 4 of the little cups because it's like the large cup. She said, no, you don't want to do that. Get a larger cup machine. So, of course, me being me, went off and bought it there and then. So I got a larger one. Then we've got your little cake pop maker, which then is come waffle maker, come thing, which is a stock.
Yeah, it doesn't work properly, but because basically I wanted to make cake pops. But the cake pop maker that I bought, which was from Argos, which was like a waffle maker, come cake pop maker, come whatever else. It doesn't work properly, but there is a brand called Baby Cakes, which is in the States, and they cook it perfectly, and you cannot get it over here.
Well, we haven't finished yet. Then we bought a waffle maker, which I have used, but I haven't used it for a while.
But you bought the waffle maker first before I bought.
And then yes, there's more. And then we bought a slushy machine, which we used for a barbecue as well for the kids. But actually, that is really, really, really cool. So you can get 2 sizes. And we bought the smaller one. Yeah. So we have bought tons of that. Then I bought one of these grinder things for the blooming coffee. So I've got loads and loads of these gadgets. About 2/3 of them are. And then,
to be fair, the grinder that we got originally was supposed to be for my spices, but Mark just took it and to grind up his coffee.
My beans.
So it was then left for him to grind his beans, and then I bought a Ninja, a small one, to sort of like grind up my spices and stuff. But I think I want the one where it slices the potatoes, so that then when it slices the potatoes, I can make my own dauphinoise potatoes and things like a Spanish omelette, I would like to make Spanish omelette and yeah.
So King Europe said no kitchen gadget except for an AeroPress for coffee and a Tassimo. Oh, you got a Tassimo as well. So yeah, that's our most popular video.
Yeah.
Is the Tassimo. We've got nearly 50,000 views on that one.
Yeah.
Almost all my kitchen stuff has been with me ever since my uni. So that's great. Because you don't really need it. A lot of these gadgets I see, I think that would be brilliant.
Yeah.
You use it once, maybe twice, and then that's the end of it.
But we would use the slush puppy every barbecue that we have.
Well,
we would use the slush puppy.
Eva said, I also need a slow cooker and bun maker and bread maker. Do you know the actual fact, Eva, did you know the air fryer actually makes bread? I didn't know that until we saw it on the thing.
It bakes the bread, but you still have to knead it yourself. Whereas a bread maker, you just put the ingredients in and it makes it. Yeah.
And a whiskey machine with a deep bow. King Europe said, oh, I do have a slushy. Oh, you've got one too. My brother got it for me for Xmas present, but to be honest, I still haven't used it. Or last Christmas. Oh my word. Well, do you know, the only thing is, though, I would say, King Europe, with this slushy maker, is just be wary of that, though, because what I would be wary of, it tells you the measurements of the syrup to put in. So you've got to end up buying these syrups, right? The thing with the syrup measurement that they tell you, it is incredibly strong. So I put the exact measurement in because all the kids that were trying it, I think they were like hyped up the sugar like this.
Yeah, but now that we've done it, I would put less in.
Yeah, definitely. I would recommend starting off a little less, trying it, and then putting in. I put the exact measurement in.
Yeah.
And they did say it was strong.
Because once you add it, you can't take it away. So you know, you just add a little bit at a time. See if you like it. Then you just keep adding more until it reaches whatever it is that you like. But I think we would bring it out every Christmas, but we only got it because I got it on a deal. If I didn't get it on a deal, we wouldn't have got it, I don't think, because it was something like 40 something pounds when I originally saw it.
Yeah, that's right.
And then I managed to get it on a deal for 25. And so because I got it on a deal for 25, I then bought 2 syrups.
Yeah, that's right. Hi, Ray. How are you? We're just talking about when we buy all these kitchen gadgets and how many of them do you still actually use? And do you have gadgets that are just shoved away in a drawer or a cupboard or something which you never ever use? But I hope you're good.
Do you know what? I reckon Siobhan would drink slush puppies.
Oh, yeah, I think she would.
If you made it. But so would your brother. Maybe we should get it out and then we can do a review on it as well.
Yeah, we should actually do a review on the slush puppy.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Thank you, King Europe. That's how King Europe discovered us, through the Tassimo.
Oh, was it?
That's how you did. Oh, okay, cool. What was I going to say? So Aoife said, I want a new dinner set with new cutlery. Also want purchase a fixed tin opener, and I want to get a potato peeler and a spice rack. My God, you got a lot of stuff.
Wow. We've got majority of the stuff that you said, but I do want to get a new dinner set and new knives and forks, new cutlery.
King Europe said, I heard Coca-Cola works in it too. This is the slushy machine. I think the sugar in the syrup helps it freeze, and since Coke has a ton of sugar, it works too. Yeah. Do you know what? Actually, I'll tell you what we did buy, King Europe. We did buy some slush puppy ice poles.
Yeah.
Which they were doing in B&M.
Yeah.
And they do taste obviously like the slush puppy thing, but they're just the old normal ice poles that you'd normally get during the summer. You know, the ones that normally they're orange flavour, but these were the blue flavour ones, the blue raspberry,
lemon and lime, raspberry, strawberry, and cherry. I think they had a cola one in there as well, but I think the cola ones are have been all eaten. Because I don't really eat a lot of ice poles.
No.
But I know I get them because I know other people, and they were only £1. And it was like £1 for 9 or something like that. So I just chucked them in the freezer. And all the adults, as well as the kids, were all eating these ice poles.
Well, this is it. Every time we do barbecues, and we bring out ice creams and ice lollies and stuff. They're really for the kids.
They're for the kids.
But there's the adults that take all of them. We noticed that as well. So they do want all these slushies and ice poles. Makes them feel young, of course.
Well, because the first barbecue that we had, I only bought a few ice lollies. Because they were only for the kids, and as far as I'm concerned, the kids are only going to get one.
Yeah. Unless I'm there.
Yeah. Unless this one's there, and there's big glasses of Coke and everything. Anyway, so I give them one each. They go off and they enjoy and all that, because obviously they're kids. They don't need that much sugar. And then next thing you know, I see all the adults, and I'd only bought a few because I wasn't planning on giving the adults ice lollies and stuff. And then all the adults were going into the in the freezer getting all the things. I thought, right. So the following year,
Is that
I bought
leaving
loads of
Europe? We
things.
forgot the big kids.
Telling you.
One of the favorite, I gave my nephew, who's only about 6 at the time, a big can of Fanta. Kelly went mad. Of course, he grabbed it with both hands because that's what he could just get his whole hands around it like this, and he was drinking it. So Kelly was trying to take it away, and he kept doing this. He moving away, and he drank because he knew someone was going to take it away from him. He went. Ah! He enjoyed that Fanta. Ray said, "Oh, I've got a whole load of appliances. My daughter's food shopping delivery came today, which looks like someone else's order too. So I've made some chapatis today with someone else's shopping."
Imagine.
Do you know what? Actual fact, the opposite happened to us once. Do you remember? So we ordered a shop, and it all came. This is during lockdown, funny enough. All the shopping came. And then I was going through the list. I thought, hang on a minute, we're missing loads of items here. And what happened was, I think exactly that. The guy had gone on to deliver stuff as well and had it all there. And then what's supposed to happen is they've actually put the labels for the numbers of the houses on the actual pummets, so they know which one to go. But clearly he'd forgotten and he'd gone on to someone else's house. It's only the fact you phoned. I think he then realised and came back.
Right.
But that could have easily gone to somebody else's house.
But that happened we did I got a Deliveroo one time, takeaway. And when I was waiting at the door, and when I saw him turn up, I opened the door and he was delivering it to next door. And I said, "No, that's ours."
Yeah.
And he said, "No, it's this." And I said, "No, it's ours." And then when the other people said, "No, it's not ours," because obviously they came to the door, and then he looked and he's like, "Oh yeah, all right, it's yours." And I was just like, "Well, I was telling you it was mine."
Has anybody had that? Has anybody profited from that? So have you ever been, anybody out there, has anybody ever been delivered a food takeaway which you haven't ordered? Did you take it? Or if you want to say anonymous, did you leave it? Did you say, "Oh no, this isn't for us"? Or same with Ray, have you ever had a shopping delivery delivered to you that wasn't yours?
There was one time I ordered takeaway and it was KFC. And when I opened the bag, I thought, well, this is not ours. But luckily, there was a telephone number, and I rang the telephone number because I was trying to ring the restaurant. I rang the telephone number, got through, and I said, "This is not ours. You've given us the wrong one." But I said, "Sorry, we've received the wrong one." I thought I was ringing the restaurant, or I thought I was ringing. I think it was Deliveroo, not. But it happened to be the direct driver, so that was lucky. So he came back and delivered us the right one. And I went to give him that one, but of course you can't deliver it, I think, after it's been opened, right? Because you don't know what someone's done to your food.
Well, this is it. I mean, the thing is, I have had several times on the front door people knock to deliver food. Now I'm too honest because I said no, I haven't done any.
No, I wouldn't take someone else's food.
But the temptation was there because I half of me went, "You go food order? What is it?" What is it? If it's something that I might be tempted in that. So Ray said, I asked him 3 times, "Are you sure this is the right?" He said, "Yeah, this is your order." Fair enough.
Yeah.
To be fair, the guy would get compensated anyway, whoever's it was. So I hope you enjoyed. Think of it as a gift.
Yeah.
Aoife said, "I need to purchase so many gadgets. Easy, lazy life ahead." They do help. But I've got to say, like I said, we have drawers and cupboards full of gadgets we no longer use.
Yeah.
Richard, hello.
Hey, Richard.
Richard said, "Hiya, I'll be on the chat in about 5 minutes. Just waiting to see who's got a task from Celeb. Get me out of here. Yesterday program."
I see.
Listen, for anybody watching I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, you know Matt Hancock is going to end up eating every kangaroo testicle, everything like that. He's going to get absolutely everything.
Yep.
You just know
he
it.
Will. He will.
I can just picture him being picked for absolutely everything.
For everything. So we'll see. We'll see how he gets on.
And we will do that. Actually, we will probably end that actually just before I'm a Celeb, so people can go watch it if they want to watch it.
Well, I'm a Celeb starts at 9.
Oh, I thought it was 8.
No.
Oh.
That's what the discussion we were having yesterday.
Oh yeah, sorry. So yeah, we will definitely finish before 9.
We don't actually watch it, but Ben and Siobhan do.
Yeah.
But they're not here tonight, so I don't know. We'll see if we're going to watch it or not.
So Ray said, I had a parcel which was a pair of shoes left on my doorstep a few weeks ago. I sold them on Vinted. Well, do you know what? Actual fact, in our place, right? So I won't say the name, but somebody just keeps ordering stuff to come into our house. So we've had a baseball cap come.
Yeah.
So the first time I opened it in error, because I just assumed it was mine. I saw the
Yeah.
address on it. I just opened it and I thought, oh no, that's not for me. It was a baseball cap. But then there was other stuff as well that's come in this person. It's weird. There was like one time there was a bunch of buttons, the buttons that you wear on your
that you would have to
sew on your
thing,
and
then you clip it and then it like pop buttons.
But we've had things like t-shirts and stuff like this. So either it's someone who used to live where we live now and they're still ordering it without checking the address.
I don't think so. I think it's someone on our road and they've put the wrong number in on their address. I think they finally realised now because we haven't received anything.
No, I just keep sending them back.
Yeah.
Nothing, and there's always stuff I just don't want, like a baseball cap or some t-shirt that's far too small for me. But or buttons. But yeah, like I said, so I would just send them right back. But
yeah,
I'm gonna say, Richard said, just to let you know, I've got delivered 152 crayons called the Ultimate Packet. It's every colour. So you've got a lot. Are you going to be doing artwork or are you doing colouring in? Just think. Aoife said, oh, a potato peeler, chip maker, bread maker, ninja air fryer. Oh, you're getting the ninja as well, and you're going to get it. Is that a cake? I can't see this. Yeah, it looks like a cupcake maker, and a toasted sandwich maker toaster. Wow, that's a lot of gadgets.
That's a lot of gadgets. We've got a potato peeler, but not an electric potato peeler, just a normal potato peeler. I'm assuming you mean an electric potato peeler, I guess, which is it spins it round and then the machine.
Oh, right, that's interesting. So King Europe says, Mark and Kelly, I know what that random parcel thing is. There's a name for that, but it escapes me. It's sellers gambling the system, or sorry, gaming the system a little to write reviews on their own products. Websites require a sale and delivery for a review, so they send it to a random person's character and gives it a 5-star review. Oh wow, really? Okay. I never knew that. You see, that what's interesting, and one of the things I love about doing the lives is the fact that we pick up all this stuff from you guys, but I never knew that was a thing.
So they'd be a verified purchaser.
Wow.
So that it would be a verified purchase then.
Oh, Eva's going to get an electrical potato peeler. Is that a thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't realize you get electrical ones.
Yeah.
If you bought from a third-party seller on Amazon, especially that can happen. Richard was saying the Lord Mayor show's tomorrow. Are you going to go? Ray said, I also had a delivery, which was my address. And then on the evening, some guy came saying it was put in the wrong address. I did give him the parcel, but when the next day, I gave the delivery guy back. I got suspicious he was using my address. Well, do you know what? Actual fact, we've had that before. So when we first, obviously, I'm not mentioning any names, when we first moved in, the guy that used to live here kept getting parcels delivered here.
Yeah.
And then neighbors were going, oh, can we have it for this person because he's ordered it? And I said, no, because I'm not doing that, because you don't know what's delivered. And if you keep doing that, anything, I'm not saying it's dodgy, but you don't know. We're getting it delivered here and then it's being passed on third hands.
Well, it wasn't even that, because at the time that we were getting the parcels delivered, that is when Amazon used to actually knock and used to have to give a signature or whatever it was.
This is all pre-pandemic. So
when they were knocking and I was looking at it, I go, that's not ours. And I would just automatically give it back because it's not ours. So that if they had in error, because sometimes you can do that. There's been times when I've sent something somewhere, like at my old work address, and during the pandemic, it wasn't during the pandemic. I had ordered something pre-pandemic, but it didn't come till during the pandemic, and it was one of your signed signatures that I got from London Film and Comic Con.
Oh, okay.
And I was wondering where this thing was, and then when I had to look, I thought, oh, they've sent it to the old work to the work address. So I got somebody there to send it to me, and it was fine, and it came, and that's when I gave it to you. But it could be one of those things where you've kept an address on your Amazon because you don't always, because you're used to being somewhere, you just automatically send it, and sometimes you forget. This happened. So one of the places where I worked at, they moved offices, and when we were ordering couriers, the couriers weren't turning up, and we couldn't work out why. And of course, it was, although I had changed the address, the courier people hadn't changed the address.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they were
Right.
turning
Right.
up
Right.
to the old address, and I was just like, no. But unfortunately, the courier that we ended up with, so we still stayed with the same company, but obviously in different areas you get different couriers. And unfortunately, the courier that we had, he only seemed to work till 2 o'clock. So you had to get all your things done by 2 o'clock, whereas the others, they would work all day. And so when I went, I complained about this to the company, but they didn't do anything about it. But imagine you're only, so he was doing something else, and he was getting all of his stuff done by 2 o'clock. But these things needed to go. You're a business. Do you know? Anyway.
But going back to Ray-Ray's point and King Europe's point, I never knew that King Europe actually, that's what they would do. And it would make sense, because you would think if you really wanted to get the product good reviews, it's worth you sending, losing about, I don't know, say 200 items to random addresses. So you can then say, give a 5-star review for those 200 5-star reviews, or whatever the product would be. So if it's a cheap thing, of course, it would
why not just get it sent to their house?
Well, it would make sense because it's a cheap object that we have. I just had a cap and a t-shirt. That was what was delivered.
Yeah.
So it would make sense if you lost, say, 200 t-shirts. That's about, I don't know, say, let's say they're £10 each. That's £2,000. But as a result of that, you can get 200 5-star reviews.
Yeah.
Because you just do that way. So that's interesting. Also, going back to Ray-Ray's point, exactly the same thing. We were really worried that something dodgy was going on, because if you think about it, you're accepting these dodgy parcels if they are, and then you're then giving them away. So you almost come like a courier. Charlie's got 763 followers. Well done, Charlie.
Wow. Good for you.
Yeah. Aoife said, Mark, the icon popcorn. Oh, I want to put a popcorn maker. I couldn't, sorry, my eyesight, I couldn't see. Salted Cinema popcorn maker. I have seen them as well. You just see them pop up in the little, it was almost like a little cylinder, and you can see the popcorn pop up on them. Has anybody ever bought a candy floss maker? We were looking at doing.
You were looking at that.
So basically, what Kelly and I wanted to do is on Amazon they were selling a projector for about £97, and on that they were doing about a huge for a similar for about 20-30 quid. So in the summer we thought what we'll do is we'll get a projector and we'll get the screen bit, and then what we'll do is we'll get a candy floss maker, a popcorn maker, we got the slushy thing, and then that would be invite the family over with their children as well, and then we could watch like cinema things outside. So it's like a home cinema thing. But we just, like I said, we've got so many gadgets. I thought our house is so.
We are going to get projector though, for sure.
Yeah,
I know what we're like. We are going to get projector.
I think so. King Europe said they buy it on Amazon account. They create, but they put your address as the recipient. It's pretty much the only way for them to buy the good reviews, feedback in a way Amazon, eBay struggle to detect. That does make sense. Yeah. I mean, the thing is as well, the other way you could do it, of course, is get people to sort of randomly go on and say how brilliant the product is.
Yeah, but you have to be a verified purchaser.
Yeah, exactly. So, again, I wonder if that's a profession. Could you just say
they get, so some people hire people to do that, to give reviews on their products. Yeah, they're called something bots.
Richard said, eating bugs in my celeb, get me out of here. It's Matt Hancock and George Michael. I think it's Boy George, you mean, not George Michael. The two of them are going to eat it. But like I said, Matt Hancock is just going to be voted for everything. The public can't stand him. So I think, that he's going to be voted for everything.
For sure.
Aoife said, that is something I will make a purchase, a candy floss maker. I saw them. So we've got a shop near us called Menkind.
Yeah, they're quite popular, Menkind, I think.
Yeah, and they did have one there, but it's like a mini one. But I thought that would be so cool. You could see, so you get the sugar in. Of course, all it does is, as you know, is spin the sugar at high speeds. And it's a different coloured ones to make different coloured candy floss. But I think that would be good. King Europe said, there's a guy on YouTube called Atomic Shrimp who made a video on this. Oh, I have to check that out. Thank you, King Europe. I will have a look at that. because I think that's something I'd not heard, but it does make sense, these things happening. You know, think when these people have reviews and what have you as well, there's always a way someone thinks that they can scam the system.
Yeah, always profit off of,
Or Aoife said, I want the changing light colours. Is that for one of the candy floss makers? Oh, actually, Richard said, I watched Atomic Shrimp. He's good. I've not seen Atomic Shrimp, so I will give him a view.
Yeah, we'll take a look.
Does he do sort of things like that all on scams, or does he do other things as well? Eva said, I'm buying 20 books between now and my 45th birthday on psychology, etc. Oh, so you're going back into your course bits. That's good. I'm glad you're keeping that up.
Yeah.
Kelly, 45 candles on the cake. And yes, I will pay you to bake me a birthday cake.
We'll see. We'll see closer to the time. There may be other things that we might want to do. I don't know. We'll have to see.
So yeah, going back to the Atomic Shrimp guy, there's one guy I do watch, I forget his name, but he's a coder, and he's got blue hair. He's an American guy, and what he does is he checks on scammers. So he phones up scammers. The big scam they got in America is that somebody said they phone somebody up, and they say basically, we're your internet provider,
right?
And what's happened is that we owe you money. So what they do is they go into your bank account and they put in what you think is about $4,000 or $2,000 or whatever it is. They said we've got to refund you, say $50, but they end up refunding like $50,000. So what they do, the scam is they say, oh no, you're going to have to go to somewhere like Walmart and buy vouchers. And then give them to us as a payback. And the idea is obviously it's all untraceable.
Okay.
That's why they do it. But they don't actually put it. Make you think the money's in your account, but it's not. They've scammed your account, so it makes it look like you've got the cash in there. They've overpaid it. But that's what he does. He goes in and scams the scammers. I quite enjoy that. King Europe said he does videos on scams, but a ton of other stuff as well. It's a great channel at the moment. He's trying to make a clay pot from clay from his garden. He does all sorts. Okay, I'll give him a go. Atomic Shrimp.
Atomic Shrimp, yeah.
Environmental or ambience lighting. That's what she's going to buy as well. You've got a lot of gadgets.
I know, you've got a lot to buy.
I know the blue hair guy. Yes, I can't remember his name. I can't remember the channel name, but I know who you're talking about. Great channel. I love that channel. I like the fact that he really just tried to help people who have been scammed. You mean Scammer Payback? Good YouTuber that is. Scammer Payback. That's it. Scammer Payback. Guy with the blue hair. That's the one. I do like that.
There's only one that I watch sometimes where he goes to the call centers that are sort of like not in this country or whatever, and he hacks their system. So while they are scamming people here, he goes over there and scams their system. He doesn't go over there, sorry. He just hacks their system. And and hacks into the cameras and everything and sees what all these call centers are doing in that. And so that I do watch that one.
Eva said, I can't afford a projector and a screen. There are some really cheap ones going available. So the one I was looking at was the Amazon one on Amazon, was about £97, but there are a lot cheaper ones than that.
Yeah.
This one allowed you to stream your phone or your tablet to it. So if you wanted to watch a movie.
There is a make that my cousin's wife sent us because her boss used it, and her boss said it was really good.
Oh, okay.
So we have got a recommended one, but it's not £97. It's a lot cheaper than that.
Oh, well, we might have a look at that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, if anyone can recommend a projector or a screen, please do let us know.
A reasonable one, not £97 one.
Richard said, I had a scammer call me at the bus stop, so made out that I was drunk. I yelled, smell my poo, and gave a loud fart noise. What did he say? Did he go about... Do you know what, actually?
Imagine. We've
got Sky TV here. So one of the things Sky TV do is they do a thing called Sky Shield. And that's what we got. We used to get tons of scam calls.
Oh, it was so many, so many. And you asked them to take them off for so long, take us off their list.
Do you know what?
They never did.
One of those things is I don't like being rude to people. I just don't think. But I was getting so annoyed. I'd be shouting out, look, I have told you, get my name off of here. You're breaching GDPR. I do not want to call. And we kept getting call, always from call centres abroad. Call after call after call after call. But anyway, this Sky Shield thing, what it does is when they call you, they have to request permission to come through. So and ever since then, all those scamming things have stopped, which is brilliant. So that was one thing I'll do.
Yeah.
Aoife said, I don't have a TV either, so a 12-inch or bigger tablet. But that's all right. You can actually watch your TV on tablet. A lot of people now don't bother with TVs.
Yeah.
They just use, like you say, tablet or computer.
Yeah, a lot of people don't watch a lot of TV these days. They just watch Netflix and Prime and stuff. Yeah.
Richard said, I sent my Sky letters back to Sky. Is that what your way of saying I don't want Sky TV anymore? It's not too bad. I think as well. I know there's a thing; it can be quite pricey, but
it can be. But what tends to happen with Sky, or should I say, my experience with Sky? So, what they do, they give you a contract, and so let's say it's an 18-month contract, and then you build your package. Now they throw in these free things that are free for 6 months or free for that month. But if you have signed up and you want to pay this much every month, and they are setting up something like, I don't know, giving you free HD channels, the free HD channels may only be for 6 months. And then after 6 months, you have to start paying for that HD channel. So that's just an example, by the way. So then your bill is higher before the end of the 18 months than what you wanted. Now, I just think that so I asked them to take. So we had on HD, we had on box sets, we had something else, and I asked them to take it all off because I kind of wanted just to stick to how much we were paying at the time.
Yeah.
Now we were paying with another provider. We were paying something like 50-60 pounds, and then for a few extra pounds. But that was just for broadband, and for a few extra pounds we could get the phone, the TV, and broadband. So that's why I then went with Sky. But if they should go up to an amount that I think, well, do you know what, it's not worth it, I would just can it and then go with something else.
Richard said Aoife said scam bait, I believe. It definitely is a scam thing. Richard said my TV is Netflix and Disney Channel and YouTube. My football is the pub. Yeah, why not? Exactly. Football's so expensive on Sky now. I don't blame you going to the pub to watch
I'd love to do Disney, but we've already got Netflix and we've got Prime and we've got Sky, but I would really love Disney. I think what Disney have done is really cornered a lot of the so you only get Star Wars now on Disney. There's quite a few other things that they do, but Disney have bought up because they can do that. They've got the money to do it. So it's not played on the other channels, which is a shame.
King Europe said, when I had Virgin, they were terrible at accidentally sending marketing spam. When you opted out, oh, I see. So they just forever spam you. I did the same as Richard. Marking their post, return to sender, stopped it quickly. No, really good way to do it, actually. Yeah. Really, really good way to do it because we're forever getting stuff in from people trying to sell stuff like Sky. We don't
really get a lot of Sky stuff, but we do get other junk mail. Yeah, we don't really get a lot of Sky.
Now Aoife has come up with a good one there. There are apps that stream movies. There are a lot of apps that stream movies.
Yeah, there are a lot.
We will be careful what we say because not all are illegal. But there are. What tends to happen is a lot of these apps as well do sort of show some of the latest movies. King Europe said account sharing is where it's at, Kelly. I use my old flatmate's Netflix and he uses my Disney.
Yeah. My sister-in-law said that we might be able to, but yeah, I mean, my mum was using my Netflix. Your parents use the Netflix.
Yeah.
And so but for our Prime, I rather us have the Prime because then we can order whatever we want on Prime. But we obviously it's on my account, but obviously Mark's got it. You know, we share it. So yeah, so then there's that. So yeah, we've got Prime, we've got Netflix, which we share with people. But yeah, that would be nice to be able to share a Disney one.
Yeah,
I
no,
would like.
exactly. Because yeah, we do. So, but I absolutely keen. Sharing is the way to go.
Yeah.
Although these companies are starting to get wise with that, because I think that's what they're showing. Netflix got absolutely huge numbers of subscribers during the lockdown. But then obviously as lockdown ended, that eased. So people then just let their accounts naturally end, and then they opted out. So I think they realized as well where they lose subscribers is with the account sharing. So I think they are looking to try and cut that down. The thing is with account sharing is, well, I think it is good because your argument is, well, I want several accounts. So I want one upstairs, one downstairs. I've got a TV in here and TV there. So it makes sense that you want to do that as well. But that's a brilliant idea. You share your Netflix account with somebody, they share their Disney.
So we, with Sky Go, which is brilliant. The only you can share with Sky Go, that's not a problem. But the only problem with Sky Go, you cannot project it to the TV.
No, you can't. I think that's deliberate.
Yeah, you cannot project Sky Go. So like I've got obviously I can mirror my phone, let's say, or mirror my tablet to the screen
with the Google Chrome we use.
Right. So we've got, so you can do net. So if you are, even if you're at someone's house or whatever, they don't have Netflix, you can open, like we used to share Netflix with somebody at some point, didn't we?
Yeah, we
and
did.
Then,
yeah.
But then we decided to get our own. And so, but ours is on a rolling contract. So basically what I do, I buy a gift voucher. So I'll buy a gift voucher for a certain amount of months, and then if we decide, what, we want to renew it, we will. And I pay Amazon yearly. So when that comes up, which is it's due to come up soon actually, and then we can review it and then see if we want to pay for it for the year and stuff like that. So we tend to do things on a yearly contract. We try to pay everything for the year, and then see how we go. The only thing that we pay monthly pretty much is Sky.
Rich has said Kevin and Perry and all Carry On films are free on YouTube. Oh, I didn't realize they did free ones.
Oh, right. Yeah, yes, YouTube does do some free.
Richard also said, watch out this Deck and Jam. I'm going to review free films on YouTube and give you a link. Oh yeah, please let us know. We'll look at that.
Yeah.
Funny enough, Richard, actually, just before we went on to live, I was watching your Epping Forest video, the one you did round. I was just catching up on some of your videos, so that was the one I was just watching before we went live. So I did like that as well, as you were going through as well. I've never been here before. I've never done this route before. So I was watching your video.
I saw that you had a couple of premieres, but they were going to be, I think, at 8:00 tonight, and then I can't remember because you've got another one set up at 8:00, but I don't know if that's for tomorrow. But Richard's got a couple of premieres set up, so yeah. So but I was watching that, thinking, oh, okay, I'll catch up with that. And I thought, oh, it's during our live, but then I thought, no, we normally finish at 8, and he said it for 8, so I'll get to watch it at 8.
Well, we will go off before 8. Actually, I know. Apologies for starting late. Just purely to let those who want to watch I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and watch Matt Hancock eat God knows what. We'll let you go and do that as well. So we've still got time. We still got time. We can catch up.
We've still got time because it doesn't start till 9.
Oh, I keep saying it's 8, don't I?
Yeah. You're thinking Bake Off, and
I'm thinking of Bake Off.
Love Island.
I keep thinking of Bake Off. That's what it is. 8:00. Why do I keep thinking that it's on?
Even Love Island was on at 9.
Yeah,
I don't know why you keep thinking.
It's the watershed thing. I don't know. I just keep thinking Bake Off. But yeah, no, that'd be good if you send us those links as well.
Yeah, happy to look at those and happy to sort of like, go in and have a look. But I gotta say, my eyes are tired today. I don't know. I think that's been so. While Mark's brother and girlfriend have been here, Mark and I normally eat at lunchtime.
Yeah.
So we don't normally eat in the evening. We might have a snack in the evening, but we normally eat at lunchtime. But since Ben and Siobhan have been here, we eat in the evening with them. So we have a snack at lunch and then we eat in the evening. But I have to say, because they're not here today, we ate at lunchtime, and I feel like because I ate at lunchtime, I feel tired now. Does that make sense?
Well, also I do feel hungry because we've been eating late, and that's got my Oh, as King Europe said, I've got a feeling in the back of my head it used to be. I'm 8 p.m. I'm sure it used to be 8. I think you're right, King Europe.
That's what Ben
I
and
am
Siobhan
sure it was 8
Ben
o'clock.
and Siobhan also said they were sure they used to be at 8, and I said I think it's always been at 9, but I never watch it, you see, so I don't know. But they feel sure they were saying that yesterday. They feel sure they used to start at 8, and I said I think it's always started at 9. But what do I know? I've never watched it really.
Richard said, also check out Misled Ragdolls. He collabed with me. He just posted Halloween Part 2.
Right. Okay,
I'll have to check that out as well. Is that on yours as well? Or was that just on his
It'll
channel?
be on his. He wears the duck mask, doesn't he? Yeah, so he wears the duck mask.
Aoife said, my Samsung Galaxy A70 removed Netflix. Oh, it just disappeared.
You can re-download it.
Yeah, just bring it back.
Re-download it, and if you want, you just buy gift vouchers and you just watch it as and when. But I know they put their prices up a few months ago, or was it in October? I think it was September, October.
Yeah, that might have been why.
They put their prices up.
Oh, Misled Ragdoll's channel, right? Okay, as well. You should try and get on that on yours as well, Richard, so you can just do the two, or link the two.
Yeah, that's what they do. They sort of like. I think you went to visit. Was it a farm or a zoo? And Misled Ragdolls was with you. I think you went with your mum as well. Was that right? Because I think I vaguely remember watching it. I think he went in. Did he go in with the duck? I can't remember if it's a duck or a chicken he dresses as. And then he went in and he was acting as if he was one of them. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Well, we'll check that out one as well on Misled Ragdolls' channel as well.
Yeah, there was that one. And then there was one where Richard sent it to me where so Misled Ragdolls was running. He had a mask on or whatever it was. And then there was another guy who had a mask on and held out his leg and he fell over. He tripped over the guy's leg. And Richard was saying it went viral. But at the beginning, you can't tell if it's fake or real.
Yeah.
But then I thought, well, if he's just in a mask and the other one, they must be friends. So that's yeah.
Who was the guy that used to do food reviews on the toilet? And he used to email us quite a bit.
Oh God!
Do you remember?
Yeah.
So there was one YouTuber that he does food reviews sitting on the toilet.
Him and his brother.
Yeah, and it's the most disgusting concept ever. But funny enough, that we started doing a lot of chats. Yeah, it was incredibly niche. I've never seen anything like it before. So he would eat the food on the toilet and review it as well. Like I said, so I don't know. I think we linked together because they contacted us because obviously we do a lot of food reviews. So I think that's how we got contacted. But it was just so funny. It made me laugh just seeing that as a concept as well. Definitely niche. I give him his due.
Yeah.
There's no other channel that I have seen like that. Not suggesting we will do that, and I promise you we won't do that because you don't really want to watch that. But yeah, so he wasn't actually actively going on the toilet; he was just sat on the toilet doing.
But with his pants down.
Yeah, with his pants down. Yeah.
It was just
There was that.
Very bizarre. Very bizarre.
Everyone's gonna be going like, what's this?
I can't remember.
I forget what his channel was called.
I'm sure wasn't it something poo?
Or was it? I thought it was food reviews on the toilet. I can't remember. Toilet food reviews, something like that. It was something along those lines.
Something along those lines.
But yeah, we haven't spoken to him for ages. But yeah. So it's amazing as well how you get all these sort of collabs going on.
These crazy people, but or crazy concepts, not crazy people, crazy concepts.
But yeah, we've done a few collabs this year, so we do want to do. The previous year. We haven't done many this year.
No, we only did one with
Samuel.
Samuel, and hopefully at some point we'll get to do one with Richard. There is one that he's going to do, and I'll message you soon because I think you're going to be doing it soon. And I'll message you because I'd like to join him for that one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So there was a couple that actually watched us in Leeds, and they one works in the Costa up in Leeds, and we've been meaning to go. So apologies if you're watching, we haven't got around to doing it. I know we said we would do it. We will try and come
and going to Birmingham as well.
Fri-yay, of course, as well. It's been one hectic year this year, so it's been. We will try and get.
I think you've worked a lot and you've worked quite hard.
Yeah, and of course I do a lot of work in weekends as well, so it's quite difficult for me to.
Because the only time that we've gotten off really, We went to Brussels. We went to Brighton last year.
Yeah, that was your birthday, wasn't it?
Yeah, have we done any staycations this year? We only the one a couple of weeks ago, which was in Devizes.
We went to Devizes, and then we did do. No, we haven't.
No, we haven't. Just Devizes and Brussels. That's
Brussels. No, we did Brussels, of course, but that's not a staycation.
Yeah, no. But what I'm saying is, this year the only things that we've done is Brussels and
yeah.
And
so we must do a few more actually, purely because we do want to do that. We do want to get out there and do a few more videos as well.
Yeah.
Pavan, thank you so much for that recommendation.
Yeah.
We will look at that because, like I said, that looks quite good. Both going to do the Chinese restaurant, is it Tutti in Leicester Square, and the Wafflemeister, I do like the sound of, which is in Oxford Circus. Yeah. We haven't been into London for a few weeks actually, so we've been doing obviously food reviews at home and obviously the Ninja as well, but we will look to do that later on.
Because we went to Bath recently, not Bath, sorry, to Devizes, and then we did a video on that. But last year we went to Brighton, we went to Bath, went to Brighton, Bath, and we stayed in London as well.
Yeah, we did. We stayed in London, so yeah, that would be nice to do again.
Yeah.
Oh my God! So Richard said, "Gonna go." Neighbours are playing loud music, so loud you could hear it on the live stream. It shook my TV. Do you know what? I can't stand it when people do that. When you've got people playing like really loud music nearby. There's a near where we are. I'm pointing that way because they're over there. They played loud music, but they're actually not too bad. It's during the summer. They have a party and they end it about midnight, which is not too bad.
They've had. I've been quite surprised because normally they have a party. This was in the summertime, roughly. Well, it was when Siobhan was here, so it must have been maybe September, October, or something like that. And they played music, and even Siobhan said, "Can I hear?" She woke up.
Yeah.
I'm sure I could hear music, but they played that music. Don't get me wrong, because for me it was good music. I liked it, but I just wondered. I was the neighbour. If I was the neighbours, there'd be a problem because they had a DJ come on late. The DJ must have come on. So they would play music, but they hadn't. It wasn't that type of music, by the way. But they had an MC, right? So that obviously they had a DJ playing music, but the MC came on. It must have been about midnight, 1 o'clock, right? Midnight, 1 o'clock, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm of an age now where parties normally end by like 11 if you're lucky, especially if you're going to someone's party like to a hall or something. It's normally over by 11 because obviously it's residential, so they don't let it go. But they're in a house, right? They're having a house party. They're playing their R&B. They're playing all the good stuff. But the MC came on at like midnight, 1 o'clock when it should be winding down. It must have gone on.
Oh, you're showing your age.
It must have gone on till about 3, 4 o'clock, right? But the thing is, the house that they've bought is a family house. So I can't imagine they must have a young family.
Well, I've got to say, also, all down the street there are families with children. So I am surprised that nobody said anything.
So if they are just young girls or guys who have bought a house, which would be unusual in this day and age, right? Because you kind of have to be together. So unless it's like 2 girls or together, 2 sisters or 2 guys or whatever, or a young couple or whatever the dynamics are these days, to be playing music like that to a 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, that's crazy. Like I said, if I was next door, I would expect it to go on to 1, maybe 2. This went up. I must have woke up at 4, and the party this one was fast asleep. Siobhan was fast asleep. I woke up, and I just thought, man, this party is still going on. It's like 4 a.m.
Do you know, once I hit this pillow and I'm tired, I can sleep for pretty much anything.
MC is doing his thing.
I was so tired.
I was just like, oh my God.
Didn't wake me up, but no, I was going to say, if you were closer by, we probably would have heard it.
Because like with Alicia, right? Alicia don't live too far from us, my sister-in-law. She's got a neighbour over the road, right? But it's once a year. The guy over the road, he's had at least 3 parties, and I know they've been. If it's the house that I'm thinking about, which is the one on the corner, They must have moved in last year, maybe the year before. Maybe they moved in during. They might have moved in during the pandemic, actually. Yeah, because I was going for So I think they moved in roughly around 2020. So now maybe while we've been away last year, because we went away a few times, maybe they had parties then. I don't know. But I'm telling you, they've had this year. They've had about 2 or 3 parties, and I'm just like, what are the neighbors?
Party.
Yeah,
So, guys, do you have that? Do you have neighbors that play loud music to all hours in the evening? Do you have neighbors that will have a party once in a while but blare it out? Or are you the party animal? Are you the one that blares it out really, really loud?
I don't mind a good party, and I don't mind if it's going to go on till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. It's not really a problem for me. But I think courtesy would demand that first of all, you're either going to turn the music down, and you do not have an MC coming on at like, you could do that, and I was just like, but it's like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Well,
Like all this time, they could have had the MC come on. MC's coming on like midnight, 1 o'clock, and I'm just like, now the party started going. Maybe the party started going late. Maybe it was like 10 o'clock.
When we do our barbecues, we do play music, not really, really loud, but it's fairly loud, pretty much all throughout the day. But then we sort of tone it down by about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. We then sort of end it then or turn it right down.
It's not like what they've got over there is proper giant speakers and a deck. Yeah, it's a proper the type of the bass that you can hear and all that. It can only be speakers with a deck. What we have in our garden is a small speaker like that, and it's enough for the garden to hear. It's not too bad because our neighbour, there is 2 young boys, so it's not going to sort of like disturb them to the extent that they're gonna find it a problem. Now we've got the other neighbour next door who's a little bit elderly, but again we keep it respectful, and then we sort of tone it down roughly about 5, 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
We don't have the music that loud anyway, but it's enough for the garden to feel, because you'll have like 30, 40 people in the garden. So it's enough. So obviously the more people that you have, the more the sound gets soaked up. So we'll have it just loud enough for people to sort of like hear the music, maybe have a little bit of a dance while they're having a drink and some food and stuff like that. And then as the night draws in, we turn the music down and then we have it low. Yeah, but we have that once a year.
Oh, hang on, Richard's back. He said my neighbour's windows got smashed. Sub bass was that bad in my ears ringing. Oh my god, it actually smashed the windows.
Wow.
Well, that'll teach
shattered the window. Yeah,
that will teach you playing that so loud. Because one of the things, like I said, as I mentioned earlier on, is the fact that we do want to set up in the summer a little cinema in the back garden.
Yeah.
So it will be projector, obviously the screen, and then we need some decent sound things actually to attach it.
Yeah.
Because I think that would make the movie sound all the better. So
surround sound.
Any suggestions that you guys may have, please do let us know. If you've done something similar in a garden or even in your front room where you've managed to set up a projector to go on the main wall or something.
Has to be suitable for outdoor surround sound.
Yeah. Anything like that, any suggestions would be more than welcome, how we could do that as well. I'd love to do that, and hence the reason why we were asking you guys about gadgets, because that was the idea we wanted to do, try and do things like popcorn, candy floss, all of that. So yeah, we would try that as well and just see how that would go. Hand that out.
Yeah, my eyes are like, I'm trying to sort of like, but for some reason I think it's that food.
Oh, you're
like
sleepy.
having it at lunchtime. I'm like,
oh, that's finished you off.
Because for the last sort of couple of months, we've been having like evening meal. So this is the first time for a long time that we've actually had a lunch meal. And I didn't even do I did a bigger lunch for you than I would for me. Yeah.
So Richard said, oh, candy floss, I'm bored with that now. The other thing, well, potentially we could do actually, Richard, is do like little donuts. Have you got a deep fat
Oh yeah, mini donuts.
And do mini donuts as well. You just give me the idea. But only thinking of that because I'm thinking Seafront. When you did your Seafront review, you did the donuts. Do you remember? Which you didn't really rate. They were the ones at Southend.
Yeah.
But you did have the candy floss.
But I think people would like the typical things, like a little pick and mix, like a little. I mean, you don't really get candy floss at the cinema. So I think they would appreciate things like popcorn, pick and mix, that type of thing. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I think candy floss would more be like for when you're doing a barbecue at the summertime as a thing.
Also, Richard said, I'm thinking of going seaside winter edition and a food review in the winter. Just out of interest, so where you are, Richard, in near Southend, obviously, because you go to Southend, do they actually open over the winter? So Kelly and I, funny enough, we went to Brighton in the winter for your birthday. And the pier, although it was open, I mean, it was cold, but it was they do open now. Not, but the only thing was only a fraction of the stores were open, so they did have the candy floss there. They did have obviously their hot donuts, a few other bits and bobs.
Just the front bit though.
Yeah,
and
that's
then as
right.
you went in on the pier, it was only the fish and chip place that was open, but it was out of season. So, but a lot of but when you went to the lanes and stuff, they were all open.
Yeah. So the other thing we do want to do is, well, we're potentially going to go to a food market, a Christmas food market this year. We want to have a look at as well. So we've done the one in Leicester Square has just opened, as Richard you probably know. But that is, if anyone's interested, that has just opened. The one in not Leicester Square, Trafalgar. Was it Trafalgar Square?
There is one in Leicester Square and Trafalgar Square.
I think the Trafalgar Square one has opened. Beg your pardon, the Trafalgar Square one. For those of you interested in going,
South Bank has opened as well. South Bank has opened their Christmas market.
Yes, they have a festival called the Christmas at Sea. Oh wow! And that's at Southend. We must get to Southend actually. We've been meaning to do that as well. That's another one that's on.
Loads of places we mean to do, but because you're working so hard, we can't do a lot of the places. So we can want to do them, but doesn't mean that we get to do them.
Well, we will try. We will endeavour and try. So there's plenty of things for us to do for our review. Do a stick out, keep an eye out, I should say, for our new Ninja Foodie review coming through. But we are going to get a few more food reviews.
I'm going to video some more things that I put in the air fryer as I go along, because I think it is a good investment. We won't know with our bills yet.
No.
But I think it will be a good investment rather than putting the oven on. But there are times that I do utilize the oven at the same time that I'm doing the air fryer. Because there's only a certain amount of things that you can fit in the air fryer. So, like, if I was just cooking for myself, it's fine. You can bung a couple of things. I'm only cooking for us two. However, if you're cooking for more people, you kind of have to utilize the oven a little bit as well, depending on. So the other day, what were we cooking? We were cooking stuffing, vegetables, dauphinoise potatoes. We were doing pork. I was doing it with the Charlotte potatoes, because you can have the Charlotte potatoes because I'd cooked the pork in it. And then we were doing corn on the cob. So we were doing a whole range of things, and to try to keep them all warm together as well.
Yeah, that's the other thing. So we did try a little mini breakfast in it, but again, you do need the oven in a way to keep items warm, because there's only so many things you can fit in 2 small trays. Oh, Richard said one place you must try is Chislehurst Caves. I've been wanting to go to Chislehurst, and there's not a million miles from where we live.
Yeah. So we will have to try it at some point.
Yeah, but no, and you mentioned that before, so it's something we will do. Have to try later on. Guys, I can see Madam here is flagging. You are like, well, yeah.
Do you know what it is? Like I said, I'm sure it's because we ate.
I know, so I think you're just tired, and it's the end of the week.
Yeah, so it could be that I'm just tired.
We will leave it there for today, but thank you so much for joining us on live. We had a really good live today. We really enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
I'm glad that the system actually got up and running. I did a note on our community saying we will be doing a live once the laptop decides to turn on. I did a picture of the laptop, and it wasn't even.
But yeah, so apologies, we're half an hour late today. But yeah, guys, you have a great weekend too, Richard. Kinga, great to see you again. And yeah, please, lovely to see you. Look forward to seeing you again. That's it from Mark and Kelly's trips, tips, and things for this week. But as always, we will be back Tuesday, 6 p.m. UK time for another little chat where you can discuss anything you like.
Within reason.
Well, of course, we always say
within reason.
Doesn't mean we have to respond. No, I'm joking. But yes, please do have a fantastic weekend. Look after yourselves, and remember, you are never too old to have fun. Thank you for all the advice you gave us for today's live session. We really do appreciate it. and we always like to share. Sharing is caring. Until next Tuesday, have a fantastic weekend. We will see you next week. Bye for now.
Bye for now.